Why don't you give yourself the gift of abs for Christmas? Give yourself the gift, brother. You wanted to get ripped all year round. All year you've been thinking about getting ripped. Maybe your whole life you wanted a six-pack. Look at you, fat. Excited to put on a Christmas sweater to cover up all that fat. Now, to give yourself the gift of abs for Christmas, I'm gonna give you the exact protocol of how to do it. We got about 4 weeks, so you gotta lock the in. This is not gonna work if you a super beluga whale fat ass motherfucker, man. Like, this for regular fat, not super fat. All right, I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna break this down in a few simple, easy to follow steps. First, we're gonna make an assessment of where we are right now. We're gonna figure out how much fat we need to lose to have a six-pack. I'm gonna give you the diet to get ripped and the workout plan. Before we get into all this, you need to know that this is not going to be easy. I'm gonna break the whole thing down for you. It's gonna be super difficult and intense. You got 4 weeks. It's gonna be hard fucking core. And if you ain't down to do that, stop watching this video now. I fucking hate you. All right, now that all the bitch niggas and losers are gone, let's get hardcore. So first step, we need to take an assessment of where we are. So what you wanna do is you put a picture of your fat ass. I'm assuming this is a AI generated fat boy. You're gonna put a picture of yourself, probably with your shirt off, honestly, if you want to be more accurate, and you can give you a height, weight, and age. I can't do that with this person I made up. So estimate his body fat percentage. And yo, man, ChatGPT does a surprisingly good job of this. Estimate this guy's body fat percentage. Boom. Give it a second to think. It's gonna take a little longer because I keep my shit on thinking mode, so it thinks 30 to 35% body fat range. Cool. Ugh. This is gross, y'all. And this is what you're gonna ask yourself. How much fat would he need to lose to be 10% body fat? At 10% is when you can see your abs. I'm hoping this large language model was smart enough, you know what I'm saying, to just figure this shit out for me. I wanted to give me a good answer. You know what I'm saying? So guys, just wait. That's a ChatGPT cheat code. If you want a better answer, put it on thinking mode. It just takes a little longer, but the answers are like way better than a regular shit. You need to lose 20% body fat, blah, blah, blah. You need to lose 60 pounds in 4 weeks. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna figure out how much fat you need to lose to be 10% body fat. Now that you got that out of the way, it may be a daunting task. How do you do that 4 weeks? Well, hopefully you're not as fat as this nigga. 30% is a shitload. We are where you are. It might take longer if you're that fat. I'm assuming you're regular fat, but whatever. This is what we're gonna do. 2 pounds of fat per week is extreme, but you can do it. You can do that over the course of 4 weeks. So you can lose 8 pounds. If you have to lose more than 8 to 10 pounds, you're probably not gonna have a six-pack by Christmas. Sorry for making you watch this much of the video. If you do this and to be at 10% body fat, you only have to lose 10 pounds, it's easy. Here's what we're gonna do. The main thing you're gonna need to focus on is diet. Or to be in a caloric deficit, you have to burn more calories than you consume. The caloric deficit you should be at least 1,000 calorie deficit a day. Because 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. If you are in 1,000 calorie deficit 7 days a week, right, that's gonna equal 7,000 calories. 7,000 calories is 2 pounds. Boom, we're using math. And you'll probably lose more than just fat because you're gonna lose a lot of water weight. So you'll definitely lose a lot of pounds, like glycogen, water. So the actual on the scale will probably be more, but at least 8 pounds of it will be fat. If you are super fat, like this motherfucker right here, like if you fat like this, you probably will lose more fat than that because fat people lose fat faster. There was one dude, obese dude I trained, and in 70 days, he lost 75 pounds. He was losing 1 pound of fat a day. So here's how we're gonna run this. I've talked about this before, but it's super important. First thing you need to do is start tracking your calories each day. First thing you wanna do is I want you to get you some sort of fitness tracker, right? We need to see how many calories we're burning each day. I use the Oura Ring. I used to use the Whoop, but it's just fucking dorky, bro. I'm willing to change if Whoop wants to pay me some money. If Whoop would give me some money, I'll fucking have a sleeve of Whoops. You know what I'm saying? I'll put them all over my body, man, for the right amount of money. But until then, that shit is dorky. So like I fuck with the Oura Ring. You could also, the Apple Watch does it. Those of you who like Apple Watches, you know how I feel about Samsung watches. You're really gonna go around your family wearing that shit. Like if my son showed up with a Samsung watch, I was like, man, who raised you to be like this? Your mama did this, didn't she? I advise against it. Unless, of course, Samsung pays me enough money. We need to track how many calories we're burning each day. Now, these things are not 100% accurate, but they give you a good idea. Once you do that, you also need to track how many calories you're consuming each day. You wanna get your cellular phone, download MyFitnessPal, and we're gonna track everything we eat in MyFitnessPal. Everything. Track the calories, track the macros. So you can use ChatGPT to help you track your calories. Like for example, I walk around with a scale weighing my food. Everywhere I go, I keep a scale with me, even bring it to restaurants. And it might be extreme. Maybe you don't wanna go as hard as me. Maybe you're not as dedicated or focused as me. You probably not. What am I kidding? You fat. Of course you not. That's why you watching this video. I'm not watching videos about how to get six packs. I've been making those videos for like 15 years. Anyway, you ain't me. You're not gonna get a scale. At least do it at home. But when you go out, here's what you do. So example, I was at the Heat game last night and I ordered the chicken tendies. You might be thinking, yeah, there's carbs in that. There are. Those are the only carbs I had all day. So I was still at around 55 net carbohydrates for the day. I planned for the chicken tender. I was like, yo, estimate how many ounces these chicken tenders. Boom. Based on the photo, it gave me a good estimate. I split the difference, 7 to 9. I put in 8. And I threw that in MyFitnessPal. You know, I do that shit every time I'm in a place where I can't bring my scale or something like that. I just throw it in there, man. And you can do that if you're in a situation like this. It's surprisingly good, man. Like I've tested it against the scale. It's not 100% accurate, but nothing is 100% accurate. We just want to be in the right range. Now, once you track how many calories you consume each day and how many calories you burn each day, you got to set your goal in MyFitnessPal. So take your body weight in pounds, multiply it by 10. That's how many calories you should get each day. So if you like 200 pounds, you need 2,000 calories per day. So each day should look like this. Now for your fat ass, this will be a kind of a deficit right here, if I'm being honest, you know? It's called the Victory Vision Planner, where you can track your calories and your other goals, all your life goals. And there's free, the link is in the description, Victory Vision Planner. And you're gonna consume 2,000 calories per day. You need to look at your motherfucking fitness tracker, the app. Make sure you're burning at least 3,000 calories a day. That puts you in a 1,000 calorie deficit, as you can see from this graph. You need to track this and look at it. So if you consume into 2,000, you want to make sure you're burning at least 3,000 per day. At least. You can burn more, man. You can go harder. Like I've been in like fucking 2,000 calorie deficits, man. I've been in way more deficits than this, man. You're burning more, right? That equals 7,000 calories, which is 2 pounds of fat, because every pound of fat is 3,500 calories. Now here's the thing, because these things aren't 100% accurate, none of these trackers are. Let's say you do this is right. You only burn 1 pound of fat. What does that mean? That means, okay, maybe I need to go harder because this shit is undershooting how many calories I'm really burning. So you just make the adjustment after week 1. People are like, man, these trackers ain't accurate. Like, man, this is gonna give you a barometer, and you just make the adjustments accordingly. And then, yeah, if you track this, man, you'll lose 2 pounds of fat per week. You'll probably lose more. You can go harder than this, man. Like if you wanted to go really hard, you can burn more than 3,000 calories a day. I mean, it's a lot of cardio to burn. I burn around 3,500 to 4,000 calories per day, according to the Oura Ring, but it's pretty accurate. I'm going super hard on those days. If anything, it's kind of undershooting how much I'm working. So here's how you're gonna burn more calories per day. The working out. I don't want your fat ass running around. Yo, that's for fit people, not you. Running's for people who are already in shape. Yo, bitch ass gonna fuck up your ankles, man. Your knees ain't prepared to carry around 200 plus pounds of fat around the city. You're gonna be in the gym sweating like a whore in church. Insane, knock it off. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna walk. Yeah, you're gonna do a lot of walking. I'm fit and I don't run, but I'm also old. I'm an old timer, 43 now. You can't be running my age, brother. Your knees are messed up now. You need to walk at least 10,000 steps a day. Like that's like minimum shit, regular nigga shit. Why you wanna do some regular shit? That's just your life. 10,000 steps a day in life. Your fat ass need to take the stairs when you go places. So every time you get a chance to walk, maybe you get a chance to walk with your kids, man. Take your kids on a walk. Walk your dog. Walk your girlfriend. That'd be cool. So at least 10,000 steps a day. But what you're gonna do is 40-minute cardio session, low impact. You can be an additional treadmill session. I wouldn't recommend it, right? Because if you're gonna be walking that much. So you can get on a bicycle or bicicleta para miente, or you can get on a exercise bike. You can do the elliptical. I be getting on the elliptical. I be on that motherfucker like. Put on your favorite show, put on a documentary, put on a Brandon Carter YouTube video. Watch them all, multiple times. That way you work your mind and your body simultaneously. I do that shit all the time. I take my iPad to the elliptical machine. I like that shit. You're gonna do a 40-minute to an hour dedicated cardio session. I don't want to see you huffing and puffing. You should be going slow enough where you can have a conversation with a motherfucker. And then you're gonna lift weights. You're gonna do 3 full body workouts per week. Pick 1 or 2 exercises per body part. Do 3 to 4 sets. You're in a deep caloric deficit, so we ain't trying to get all anabolic in this bitch, man. We ain't out here trying to put on a whole bunch of muscle. Not yet, motherfucker. Especially you fat, man. Like if you made it this far in the video, man, yo, building muscle is not your concern, man. Yo, you need to stay alive. 1,500 Americans die every day from obesity-related disease. You next, nigga. Now, here's the thing. Even if you tell me, like, how do I build muscle and burn fat simultaneously? Yo, shut the fuck up, man. Like, because pro bodybuilders, these motherfuckers got great genetics. Not like you. They got good genetics, right? They taking PEDs. They hiring coaches, tracking every morsel of food, weighing shit. You ain't doing none of that. And these motherfuckers do all that, and they still don't try to burn fat and build muscle simultaneously. But here's the thing. Once you get lean, like the 10% body fat, then you go on a bulk, it's gonna look more impressive. If you put 5 pounds of muscle underneath some fat, you don't even really notice. But if you are ripped and you put on 5 pounds of muscle, it looks super impressive. A lot of times when I cut, people will be like, yo, did you get bigger? Pause. And I'm like, pause to you too, sir. I did not get bigger. I actually just got more cut. So you're gonna look more impressive immediately. One thing I forgot to mention with the diet, you wanna keep your protein at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So put that shit in MyFitnessPal too and track it. What you do with your fat and carbs, I don't really give a fuck, man. It doesn't really matter. It's really just about the protein and calories are the main things gonna help your body composition. Now this is gonna be real difficult. And there are some supplements that help. If you want to know what supplements you should take, that's in another video. Go watch this right now, man. It'd be too much to put in here, all right? Report back to me with your success, motherfucker. All right.